Hey Dan, I just watched your video that you put up just tonight, and you talked a lot about soccer, and too often I don't immediately respond, and I thought, this time I think I will. I'll just get on and tell you. Insofar as soccer goes, I watched a soccer match. I watched Manchester United and Tottenham on Saturday morning. I went over to my friend Hywel's house. I think I told you about him, the Welshman who I go over and watch football with. And usually it's almost always Manchester U because he's a big Manchester U fan. But it was a really good match. Manchester United was down 2-0 at halftime, and came back and scored 5 goals in the second half. And they were just good goals. I mean, I'm just thinking about the speed of their attacks and the precision of their passes and the pace on their passes is it's really something. And I actually took Colleen and Preston with me, and the nice thing about going to Hywel's house is it's how do I say it? It's not habitual or traditional, but every time I go over there, we have he makes a pot of Earl Grey tea, and we have tea and sometimes biscuits. Sometimes he'll make sandwiches, and it's just really, really nice to go over there and watch football. And it's often it's just him and me. Usually his son Gareth is there, but often not. But usually my kids aren't with me. But Preston has come the last 2 times, and Colleen came this one really because Beth was out of town, and so. But it was a lot of fun. Preston is kind of into it now. He's playing soccer right now. They play 6 aside with small goals and no goalies. And then Galen starts on tomorrow. He starts on a team, so he's looking forward to that. We went out and got him cleats. I actually finally did not go to the discount shoe store, and I actually went to a sporting goods store, and we got some good cleats for him. And at the same time, I got myself some Sambas, the flats. I needed something for softball, and I didn't want cleats. I didn't want certainly I didn't want softball or baseball cleats. And I didn't want to get soccer cleats. I just didn't feel like I needed cleats, but I wanted something other than tennis shoes. And honestly, the Sambas is it because they're going to make me play better? No. A, I've always wanted a pair, and B, they're soccer flats, and I just somehow feel like I've come home. You know what I mean? I think you probably do. And then last weekend I was at Hywel's house and we watched Manchester United and Everton, and this was for the FA Cup, and that was was it 0-0 draw? I can't remember. Anyway, it was a draw, and they ended up going into a shootout. And Tim Howard was the goalie for Everton. I think he's playing for the U.S., and he was so good. I mean, he was great during the game, and he was good during the shootout. Shootouts are more difficult, but he was really good during the game, and I'm excited to watch him play. So, I wish I were playing, but as I said in my last video, I can't hardly run, man. I mean, it's just gotten bad with my knee, and fortunately, I can still swim. I can swim fast. That's good, but I can't run. It's pitiful. But I'm glad you're playing. Thank you for wishing me that I'm having a good time. Good time is not what I'm having, but thank you for wishing me that. Business is picking up slightly, but I don't know. Ask me in 4 years, and I'll tell you how I feel about it. And I think I've got some other things I want to talk about on the next video. That one will be private. I'll get to that one. So, anyway, in the meantime, well, you can see that. My friend Mark Benzel gave it to me. He was the one in Brighton Beach Memoirs. Did I tell you about that? That we went up to see Brighton Beach Memoirs? And he had found this in a bookstore when he was feeling down. And maybe what it is about going to Hywel's house is that it's routine almost, and in that routine there's a great deal of comfort. Did I tell you that one thing I like about doing sandwiches at Huff Street is that I get to go and buy produce every day? And I go up to a market called Rochester Wholesale Fruit, and it's in Winona, and it's located right next to our bakery that we use. And I go in there every morning, early, 6:30. And the nice thing about it is I say good morning to Neil, and I say good morning to Amy, and to Angie. Sometimes Nikki, but she's not usually there that early. And then I go into the baker's, and even though our baked goods have already been picked up by then, I say good morning to Judy, and then to not Judy. That's the other woman who works here, and I can't remember her name, so I just call her not Judy, because obviously she's not Judy. It's really nice. That's the nice things about living in a small town and doing the same things every day. I think I've gotten to where I like that more than doing novel things every day. I even met a guy in the sauna. Sounds like the opening of a joke, which involves a 12-inch pianist. I'll talk about that on the next video. Have a good night.